Hi, this is a quick walk around video for a Honda CR-V. This is a 2.2 EX diesel. Car's finished in Nighthawk black. As you can see here, fitted with some lovely accessories. Notably, this includes the full dynamic aero kit, so you get these lovely deep front bumpers with the chrome inserts just under the fog lights there. This one also benefits from this stylised Honda accessory front grille on it as well. And it also comes with these nice substantial chrome side steps down the side, or silver side steps down the side. But it's an absolutely glorious looking car. It's in wonderful condition. You know, the whole car itself, apart from the odd, very minor blemish which you're going to get on any used car. The car's literally just turned 70,000 miles now. But what marks it are very, very small indeed. There'll be the odd tiny little stone chip here and there, but the alloys are all in fine order. Panel work, as you can see here, is clean and very, very, very crisp indeed. If I come back here, my favourite view of these CR-Vs with the high level spoilers is from the back here, and as you can see there, rear bumper with the chrome strip just behind the back wheel, but it said just forms part of this really glorious looking aero pack. But I've had loads of CR-Vs, very, very few as beautifully looked after inside and out as this one. It really is a glorious looking car that my wife's been driving while I've been waiting for her new CR-V to arrive, and it drives really absolutely fantastically, hopefully, as you'll see in the following road test video after this quick walk around. But yeah, really good car, very, very handsome example, and it's as I said, it's the condition really that sets it apart from most as much as anything else. But on top of that, you've got such a good looking car. Coming into the boot area, as you'd expect, everything's all intact. You've got the tonneau cover at the top there, it's all in place. Middle shelf as well, that's all here, completely unmarked, and all the carpeted areas and plastics are in one of the nicest conditions I've ever seen on this age and mileage CR-V. It said it's a real testament to the last owner of the car, who's kept this car in wonderful condition. Coming to the back of the car now, I can find probably one of the only tiny little marks I can see on the side of this car, just a tiny little mark on the little door trim there, because the rest of this car is in fabulous condition. Leatherwork looks pretty much like new back there, huge amount of leg room in the vehicle. As you can see here, both operational, if you like your Scooby-Doo, and I certainly do. That's on there. Those just pop out, they lift up and out to the little electrical sort of lead that goes into the back of the units, but they just slide in and out. Obviously you just need normal headsets, which most kids have these days, but all works beautifully. Coming to the front of the car now, driver's door card, all in really lovely order. Full set of Honda mats inside the car, and if it gives you any idea to just how well this car's been looked after, the car came with an overmat over the top of the overmat, so there you go. And the car mats look in absolutely stunning condition. All the leatherwork is top notch. I said it's very hard in the videos just to relay how nice this one is. Looking up above, obviously big panoramic roof on the car, electric blinds. You just press a button there to open and shut it, depending on whether the sun's beaming down or on a day like today. Actually no, it's not a bad day today, tell a lie, but there you are. But it works all beautifully. So inside the car now, as you can see there, owner's manual pack and lock and wheel nut key are all present with the vehicle, but the quality of the plastics and the lack of marks and the freshness of them, as I said, it really doesn't do justice to it, this video. The car is, dare I say it, the best CR-V we've ever had. Just been kept beautifully, all working beautifully. You can see the sat-nav system there. Pop into reverse and you've got your parking camera working exactly as it should. Come down into the centre console area, obviously heated seats, all working exactly as they should. Come back up here, multifunction steering wheel with audio top left, cruise top right, hands-free functions on the bottom left there, and information display on the bottom right, auto lights and auto wipers. And just to go into the dashboard, engine running, no warning lights on. It's now done 70,551 miles. I said we've done a few hundred miles in the car since it arrived with us, actually, in all fairness, but drives absolutely beautifully. And it really, I mean, it's one I'd really encourage someone to come and have a look at, because I think if you do, you become to look at one of the nicest examples I think you'll see on the marketplace. So finally, under the engine bay now, engines always sound much noisier on the videos than they do when you're actually stood here. Very nicely presented engine bay, beautifully serviced vehicle from start to finish. Cam chain driven, so there's no cam belts to do on the vehicle, but a wonderfully tough and durable engine. What should follow now will be a road test of this very car. This is a quick road test for a Honda CR-V. This is a 2.2 EX diesel. This is the later DTEC versioned car. This particular car is registered LD11LZT. Mileage when delivered to our garage was 69,900 miles, albeit as a family we are actually using this car on a daily basis, so that's going to creep up very slowly. It's literally just turned over 70 now, so but it'll just go up by sort of 10 miles a day or so whilst the car's in use or not sold. Purpose of the road test is really just so you can see the car in operation prior to coming to see us, and also the road tests are done on these lovely quiet roads just outside our business, where even on, in theory rush hour, because it's 8:30 in the morning, you can see just how quiet the roads are. Worth pointing out, not really relevant to the video, I've got to be honest with you, but what an absolutely stunning morning it is. It's -6 degrees outside, clear blue skies, rock hard frost. It's absolutely beautiful, clear blue sky. Should be out taking photographs of this one, but here I am doing this instead. But it's a joy to do it, I've got to be honest with you. But this is where you'll be road testing the car. We're literally, that's less than a minute off the motorway junction there at the M5, just north of Bristol. And the roads here are very quiet indeed, even at the peak traffic time, if you want to call it that, round here. The car itself drives absolutely beautifully. It's we've had way too many to count now, but really what I'll try and do is just go through the car sort of step by step. Engine, even first thing this morning, it was actually -7 when I started it up. Started first turn of the key, settled to a very smooth, very quiet idle, no strange noises, whistles or otherwise, and it pulls absolutely perfectly. It's very smooth, it's very quiet, very efficient. It's got plenty of power for overtaking or towing or whatever you might want to do with the car. Even with 4 or 5 people in the vehicle and luggage, it pulls very well indeed. There's no warning lights on the car, and it's running at its optimum temperature as it should do. But it's just such a fabulous unit. They're incredibly long lasting. Again, running cam chains, so there's no belts to change on the car. It's a ridiculous thing to have on a car in this day and age, in all honesty, but some manufacturers seem to persevere with it. So you've got no big bill looming for that. Let's say there's no warning lights on the vehicle at all related to the engine or anything else. The clutch of the car, absolutely perfect again, bites beautifully, and exactly the right points on the car. There's no squeaks or clicks from the clutch pedal when it's pushed in or out, and when you push the clutch in or out, there's no change in engine note or vibrations either. Clutch then runs through to the Honda 6-speed gearbox. Even with mega mileages, we've never touched one of these manual gearboxes. They are unbelievably reliable and well made. It's a beautiful gearbox to use, even though it's a cable operated box as most cars are with front wheel drive. What you get with the Honda is still an incredibly precise gear change, and that hasn't lost any of its precision over the years and the miles. It's which I wouldn't expect of one of these. They're so well made, but it's a testament to just how well engineered they are, because the gear change is superb. Quality of the synchromesh, incredibly good as well. It just encourages gear changing, doesn't kind of obstruct in any way. But in essence, sorry, that's just the parking sensors just beeping to something close to the hedge. But no, it's just it's a fabulous unit. It really is. The whole powertrain of the car, I genuinely can't fault, and I do. So don't think this is just a box ticking exercise. If there's something wrong with the cars, I do mention it in these videos. Brakes on the car, nice pedal on the car, there's no vibrations, no pulsing through the brake pedal when I hit it, nice and hard there. It's just the dab, it pulls up nice and straight. Obviously with my family in the car, I'm sort of massively cautious, as I am with any of our cars, but I still wouldn't put it in the car if I thought there was anything even remotely wrong with it, but it gets checked as part of the pre-delivery inspection anyway. Also, as I drive along, just feeling out for, through the steering and the suspension of the car for any kind of noises, clonks or wear, or that's apparent in the vehicle. But again, suspension, even over slightly bumpy roads here. Sorry, I just had to brake hard there. As the child seat's off the back seat, because unfortunately, you should know. You stopped there. Bless her. Again, well, at least it proves the brakes are good. Yeah, there's just no wear that I can feel under the car at all. It just feels beautifully solid. There's not a shimmer or a thud that's coming up through the car. It's they ride brilliantly well. I mean, this is their natural domain. This is where we live, and it's where you've got the hedges high on either side. It's a wonderful car to drive, but I can't fault it. Inside the vehicle, not even been valeted. I'm not going to dare valet it until someone comes to see it, because with my family in the car, they'll drop crumbs and goodness knows what else, I'm sure, and I'll end up hoovering it out about 20 times. So, but it is in fabulous condition. EX specs, you've got everything on it, and it's what the video doesn't get across, obviously, is the lack of squeaks, rattles, buzzers, trim. It doesn't even feel like it's ever going to. They are brilliantly built cars, but internally all working beautifully. The heated seats absolutely fine. I've had those on. They work brilliantly well. Almost too hot actually. Just turn them down a notch. But overall, a car that drives exactly as it should. No issues with it. If you're coming for a test drive in the car, then you'll be coming to drive a car in really, really fine order. Clearly, if I've missed anything on the video, do give us a call. I'll be happy to answer any questions you might have.